Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod, and this is Star Wars 7x7, your daily dose of Star Wars joy. And thank you so much for joining me for it. So, the world of Star Wars animation, when we started this year, we knew that we were getting season 2 of The Bad Batch. We didn't necessarily know if we would get more seasons after that. We found out at Star Wars Celebration that we would get a third season and that it would be the final season. We also found out that we were going to get another season of Tales of the Jedi, which is very exciting, although we don't know who is going to be featured in this particular season, whether it's going to continue with Ahsoka and Dooku, or if it's going to grab other characters, if it's even going to follow the same format. Don't know. And we also got the, what am I thinking of? Star Wars Visions. Yes, Star Wars Visions. So that season 2 came out, volume 2, if you will. And boy, oh boy, I gotta say, I really enjoyed season 1, but something about having the variety of studios from around the world. Yes, you got different perspectives and different types of animation in that season 1 where it was all, Japanese anime houses, but, going to all these other countries, it was really just so incredibly refreshing and exciting. And there were just really some standout episodes that, even though it's not canon, so to speak, like really make you think differently about Star Wars and about the nature of the Force. And just really some beautiful episodes, including Screecher's Reach, which actually just won an Emmy Award, I heard. And then also announced at Star Wars Celebration Europe and then rolling out over the course of 2023 was Young Jedi Adventures, which is the first animated series taking place during the High Republic era. They have like 25 episodes, I think, in the first season. We have not talked about them on the podcast yet. They are aimed at preschool audiences, so maybe not so much of a rush per se, but we'll check them out and see what there is worth sharing about what's going on in the High Republic at that time, especially considering that Yoda plays a prominent part in the series. So yeah, we want to know what's going on with Yoda for sure. And there's also been a cult following developing around Nubs, one of the characters in Young Jedi Adventures too. So yeah, we'll find out in 2024. We'll dig into that and see what it's all about. The thing with the Bad Batch season 2 though, circling back to that and the 16 episodes we got of that series really ultimately did not go the way that we thought, or at least the way that season 2 ended. I mean, the fact that, and we're in spoiler territory here, but I mean, this happened, months and months ago, so I think we're okay. The fact that they would actually consider killing off a member of the Bad Batch is actually just stunning. I mean, it's a, daring decision comparatively speaking, and they actually did it. Like, I can't believe that they did it. And also, having Omega be captured and brought to Mount Tantus, the cloning facility, I mean, talk about a cliffhanger. The level of jeopardy that they introduced was really so surprising. And, the fact that we have a no one is safe situation, like you really end up getting more emotionally involved in the series, knowing that there is actual peril for our heroes. I mean, yes, there's always peril, but when you have a situation where everybody's going to turn out fine and everybody will get out of it, then it's really just the excitement of watching, wow, how are they going to figure out how to get out of this one? Or how are the writers going to figure out how to get out of this one? But no, now we have a totally different situation, which then makes Bad Batch presumed to be arriving in 2024. Season 3, just that much more compelling. So that's what we've got for you in terms of animation in 2023, except for the fact that there had been possible hints about something happening with a droid story, which was one of the things announced way back at the end of 2020 in that Disney Investor Day. But yeah, still no word on what's going on with that. So hopefully we'll hear something about that at some point. But anyway, that does it for our wrap-up look at Star Wars animation in 2023. And if you have been enjoying this series of looks back at 2023 in Star Wars storytelling, or any of the series that we've done previously, then I hope you'll consider sharing this podcast with someone you know or someone you're connected to on social media, or lots of someones you're connected to on social media. Help please get the word out about the podcast. It makes producing it that much easier, makes it easier to support the show as we continue on in this 10th year of the podcast, celebrating the 10th anniversary coming up in July of 2024. And so it just remains for me to say thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the podcast, as always, and may the Force be with you wherever in the world you may be.
7x7 is not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, or 20th Century Fox, and is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other Star Wars related items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Limited, or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the Force be with them. All original content is copyright by Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.